Hi everyone, it's Miss Sims here. Today I'm really excited about art class for two different reasons. The first reason is we get to work on a Veterans Day project, which is going to be super fun. And the second reason is that everyone in the whole school is working on the same project this week. That means if you have a sibling at home that's in a different grade level than you can work together on this project and just make one piece of artwork, even though maybe even two or three of you might be working together. That's totally fine. If you choose to do that option, you still all need to turn it in. It just means you'll all be turning in the same project. So I'm ready and I'm super excited. I hope you are too. Let's get started. Today we're going to work on a Veterans Day project where we combine many elements of art. So it's going to be great practice for what we've been doing in the sketchbooks. You'll have two goals for the day. The first goal is to combine different elements of art. So you'll probably be using line and shape for sure. Maybe you'll use texture, space, pattern, all kinds of things we've been practicing. The second goal you'll have to think a little bit harder about, and that is how you want to use theme to direct your artwork. And our theme is Veterans Day and red, white, and blue to look like the American flag. So no matter what you choose to be your subject, my subject is the rainbow, that's the main part of my drawing. Your theme, no matter what you choose, is going to be red and white stripes with a section of blue that has white stars, just like our American flag has. In order to do this, you'll need a blank piece of paper, a pencil, red and blue coloring utensils. I'm using crayons for mine. Something optional would be a shape to trace if you would like. I also used a permanent marker, so you might want that as well. Go ahead and pause this video here until you have all the supplies you need. If you are working with your partner, make sure you and your partner are sitting right next to each other and ready to do this at the same exact time. When you're ready, click play. Now that you have your supplies out, we can go ahead and get started. And the first thing we need to do is come up with an idea for a really simple shape. So don't draw anything yet. I'm just going to give you some examples. One thing that is a super simple shape that you can draw is a heart, right? There's not a lot of details. We know what it is right away. Those are the type of things that we're looking for. Some other shapes you could try out could be a tree, maybe you could do some sort of bug like a butterfly, that's what I'm drawing right here. Or maybe you could even do a fish, some sort of really simple animal. You could trace your own hand. You could also trace anything else that you have, a cup if you want a plain circle, but keep in mind how simple these shapes are. Nothing has a lot of details. So once you have decided your shape idea, that's when we really get to start our art project. So I decided for mine, I am going to make a rainbow. So I'm going to very lightly, with my pencil only, make the shape of the rainbow that I want. And you're remembering to not add too many details. You just want the very, very basic shape. This is where planning really starts. So when you think of the American flag, we think of the red and white stripes, and then we think of the blue part in the corner that has the stars for the different states. So you're going to want to plan where you want your stripes on your picture and where you want your stars. Rainbows already have stripes, normally in different colors, but I'm just going to add those stripes in, and those are going to be my red and white stripes today. Make sure that you're doing this nice and lightly, because remember, we can't color the color white. So anything we want the color white, we'll have to leave blank, and if we have a really dark pencil mark, then it's going to be much more difficult to make that white look nice and clean if we have pencil underneath. I'm going to go ahead and start coloring here. Remember, this is sped up, so take your time or take turns if you're working with someone else in your family or a friend, and you are just going to color in those stripes. So it'll be a red stripe and then a blank stripe for the white ones, because we can't color in white. So here we're combining the elements of line, and we're really working on a pattern here, red, white, red, white. So that's a lot of work. Pause until you're finished with your stripes, and then when you are done, we get to start thinking about where we want the blue with the stars. Now, you might only have one chunk of blue with stars depending on how your drawing looks, but I'm making both the clouds at the bottom blue with stars. I'm going to start by just really gently outlining some stars within my cloud. Now remember, the stars in the American flag are white, so you're going to want to do your stars very gently. Maybe yours looks something like this, and now I'm going to get that blue color out for the blue part of the flag that we're doing. But remember that when you do the blue, you do not color over the stars because the stars are going to be white. And if we color blue over the top of the stars, we can't color white over the top. So you have to be very careful with outlining. In this, you're really using the element of art of space to space out your stars in the right way, and you're also using shape a lot for those stars, so this is a great way to combine different elements of art. This took me a long time, it's sped up, so take your time. This is actually the most time-consuming part of the project. You can go ahead and pause the video here until you're done coloring blue. So after this point, the rest of the details are up to you and what elements of art you want to combine in your drawing. One thing I do recommend is erasing the lines of your stars so that it's just nice and white. But remember, you can add as many details or extra things as you want. So I wanted to really add some emphasis. I'm going to do some permanent marker outlines, as you can see on here. I'm also adding Happy Veterans Day in the middle, so I'm using the element of art of space to fill up something that looks kind of empty. You get to be creative with this project. You get to add as many details and elements as you want, and you've been practicing a lot of them, so I know that you have a lot of good ideas out there. When you are finished, you can go ahead and send me a picture of your project, and I can't wait to see what you worked on. I hope you all have a happy Veterans Day. Bye!